welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
What's up, bro?
Lead podcast show is your boy Jigga Jav here, man, with Kyle as usual. Hopefully,
Still making that noise though.
I'm not hearing it.
No, I mean, I think it's coming from you, and it might be going out to the podcast.
Is
Here,
it
let me open up the stream on my phone. You can keep going because I can hear you, but it's like a constant ringing.
ringing?
You can keep going because I can hear you. Yeah, it's on the podcast. You can hear the ringing.
Are you still hearing it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it
Mute
off?
yourself and see if it's there.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh man.
Is it bad? Is that
Oh
bad?
yeah. It's terrible.
Oh shit.
That's what I was trying to tell you before you went live. My bad if you didn't understand.
Nah, I didn't know. I didn't know what's going on. I see, we've been having some technical issues. I did over my entire setup the other day, and uh, everything seems to be a mess.
Just try like adding yourself back to the stream or something.
Let's see what's going on.
But yeah. Apologies, I tried to tell him before we went live. Damn, it's still there.
Still there? I don't know if my microphone might be.
Yeah, see if it's plugged in all the way somewhere. But yeah, tonight we'll be going over LMPL, the tournament, the future, all kinds of stuff to talk about tonight.
Hopefully it's corrected now.
Nah, it's still there.
Should be gone.
Hmm.
No idea what's going on here.
Yeah, everyone's hearing it.
Well, I mean, it's that bad then.
Yeah. Do you have like a eternal microphone like I use that you could use for now, or?
I don't know. Testing. Is it still there?
Yeah, it has. You know, the only time I didn't hear is when you were off the stream. But now it's gone. It's gone.
It's gone now?
It's super quiet, and now it's like completely, almost gone.
Oh, one gone? But you can hear me though.
Yeah,
Alright, good. At least I
it's a little bit there, but it's better than it was.
okay, at least I got rid of it somewhere.
Now it kind of went back to being louder. There's gone. Quiet.
Should be good. Okay, so it was the echo. I need to I had to fix the echo cancellation on it.
Oh, nice.
So I guess that's the best I could get it for now. And my apologies. My apologies that okay, so there's a lot we have to talk about. There's a lot we have to discuss. Sorry for the late start. Sorry for the technical issues that we've been having due to the start. However, let's get the show on the road. First of all, I would like to say that the views and opinions that are expressed here are the views and opinions expressed as us as players and not us as admins of any of the leagues that we're about to discuss tonight. Let me first say welcome to the stream, welcome Crispin. B1 Greek Tone is here already, and welcome to the rest of the community. Um, a lot has been going on since the last time I was on stream or on the podcast. I must say thanks to you, Kyle and Lamar, for keeping it going. You guys
Yeah,
doing
no problem.
a wonderful job, and as
We
we
always
can
enjoy doing the podcast.
see from around other leagues have taken notes of what we're doing over here in relation to having a podcast, having a weekly podcast, having a weekly show. And I am seeing where other leagues are now having their own podcast, having their own weekly podcast. Um, it's good to know that obviously whatever that we have been doing is something
Influencing the
and,
community.
right, and it has been taking an influence into in the community and people are following and taking suit. I do encourage everyone, as always, I'm here. I do encourage everyone to launch their own social media platform, whatever platform you choose: Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you can do to get your work out there, and spend some time putting some effort into yourself. As I was saying to you earlier on in the day, that one of the reasons why I gave up being an admin at CVPL is to focus more on being a brand, being myself.
Oh no.
Oh,
As if we didn't already have enough.
yeah, I muted him right away. Profile, I had to mute you right away. My apologies, man. Your thing was coming in a bit. Choppy there. Oh, is he not on mute? Oh, he's on mute now. Sounds like he's on the street. Um,
Yeah. Streets in New York.
so what happened is that my setup was I was running my setup with some regular televisions, two televisions set up, and I recently got a donation from a sponsor. Some really good people that have been sponsoring me and encouraging me to keep on doing what I am doing. And they donated two gaming monitors to me this
Oh,
week.
nice.
So I recently installed the monitors, and to tell you, everyone that has done Streamlabs and Streamlabs are obvious, know that it is a hell of a task to get the audio correctly, and it took me probably about the entire night to get my audio
Oh,
up and
damn.
running.
And it's
I,
still not great.
and it's still not great. So, so probably at the end of the podcast, I'll have some work to do. Um, I currently only have two viewers. Viewing. It's a Wednesday night podcast. I'm not expecting a lot of people to turn out. Hopefully, people will watch the podcast once it is posted on YouTube, which I tend to do. I see most of what is going on. But as I said, I do appreciate the community. I do appreciate the love and the support that the community has been giving us and showing us. Um, we are the
Yeah,
leaders.
definitely.
We are the leaders in what is going on here. Can I unmute this man now? Sounds a little bit better so far, but your TV in the background is going off. If you're in the stream or if you're watching the stream, just drop a comment and just say hi. Let me know who is watching. Um, as I said before, I do appreciate you taking the time out to come and view what's going on with us here. Um,
Definitely.
I haven't looked into this card for a long time. So this is the as I am on this card. This is the new the launch this card that I'm currently working on. It is not completed as yet. As you can see, there is only one, two, three, four persons in the discard. These are the bots that we have been programming. We're trying to get programmed out of the way as soon as we start to invite people in. So
Took what you learned from the original The Lounge podcast and then a little bit of influence I see from Trickster.
yes, sir.
Kind of a
I,
combination of both with other
yeah,
ideas added.
I must show some love to Trickster as this the template for this for this new server was sent um, by him was sent to me, and he asked me not to that's Alton bring us what's up,
Yeah. Yeah, we call him Abringus.
Yeah. Tricks, I sent me the template for this server. It looks good. I like it, and I like the ideas of what he put into it, the thought that he had put into it. Um,
Yeah, it was looking good.
I did a little bit of tweaks, and there are a few more tweaks left to be done. This is his Discord right here. As you can see, it looks the same. However, he's more focused on streaming, while I'm trying to build a community. So some of the threads are going to be a little bit different. For tonight's show, I had invited um, excuse me, I invited an admin from the LMPL side, from LMPL to just to ask him a few questions as to what's going on with the league and stuff like that. The private message
Mm.
here. Okay, profile says with the join, but um, just to ask them what was going on with the league. I also shooted out an invite to the team that was at the bottom of the table in the Division One, which was the manager, which was Lamar. Uh, so
Of Vikings.
at Vikings. There's a little thing here in the Discord. I don't know if I'm viewing the Discord from an admin perspective, so I'm not sure if everyone is able to see this. But over here where you see my mouse is, where you see the pointer is, this shows me all the persons that are currently active in the Discord.
Mm.
And then if you're not active, you obviously you don't pop up. See online, so these are the bots that are online. You're highlighting. Even if you set your thing to look like this guy set his thing to idle, and you see that little half a moon come there, this little half a moon comes there, half a moon comes there. So it does show that you're in the pot, you're in the Discord. It shows that Breezy Dan is in the Discord, he's online and he's using his phone. So I can see one who is actually viewing the Discord when I am in the Discord. So when I sent out the message, to the following persons, um, this was sent to me just now. No, I was on it. When I so where did I post the I don't remember. I don't remember where I posted. How can I post it here? I don't know. It's getting right back.
It's probably the admin chat.
I had posted a message in the admin chat. I was going to post it into the in the general thread to show everyone who I was invited to the show. And then I saw that it would probably be a little bit rude to because it was a discussion between admins. However, none of the admins responded apart from you, Kyle. Um, Same goes for the CVPL. I'm no longer
Well, Skinny's the one that did respond. Said he might be late, but he'll try and get on.
okay. I am no longer admin at CVPL, so I don't have access to the admin chat here. So
Yeah, they said they wanted to send me as a representative, even though I'm always on the show.
You're always on the show. I would like to speak to somebody else from the admin team of CVPL. Admin team of CVPL is a huge admin team.
He asked why, and I said, "Well, maybe Jigga just misses you, bro."
The perception of how this show started off as being a one that is toxic and one that we tend to go at people. Probably is why persons tend to shy away from not wanting to be on the show because of
true. It was really hard to get guests after about 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
And to be honest, guys, I am trying to move away from being that type of show, that type of toxic show. The idea behind the show, the original idea, the main idea behind the show was to highlight um, the players and managers' work the work that you have put in, the sacrifices that you have made to be a part of the pro clubs community. I know it is hard, especially when I look at the LMPL Division Two, and I saw so many teams backing out after certain amount of fixtures and certain amount of teams getting.
I think losses. there was at least one that backed out before the season even started. But the day of, no warning for us to replace them. Just the day starts, they were gone. Then by the next week, 2 more were gone. We got 2 replaced. At a point, we ran out of teams to replace them with. We didn't have any teams left on our waiting list, or that we had already exhausted us asking teams we know a lot through the All-Star tournament, of course. Just to get to that 12 to start with, we're starting with 12 fresh teams. We created a D2 in the LMPL. It was completely 12 new teams. Pro 5 did all that work. He did a lot of hard work to do that. And I'm sure more than anybody, Pro 5's the one that's mad that all these teams are backing out. Because he spent many weeks recruiting, getting them set up, for it to now just be 8 teams that are left. There's 8 teams left. And remember, we replaced 2 already. So what does that mean? 6 left out of 12 that originally started?
So, as I said, these are some of the things that I want to discuss with the players, with the managers. What are the difficulties? What are the challenges that we're facing? These are the questions that I wanted to ask the admin team from the LMPL. We are hosts of the show. Yes, we are admins of LMPL, and I was an admin at CBPL. You're still an admin at CBPL.
Yeah.
We probably can answer those questions. Yes, but are we going to ask? It would look stupid for us to ask ourselves the question and then after answer.
Well, what I would say is we know how tough it is to be a manager, and we do our best to explain everything that needs to be done. Even out of that 8 teams that are left, only 3 have ever put in stats in D2. That's something they're not interested in doing whatsoever. So this looks like it looks like for the most part it was a crop of teams that are new to leagues, period, or they were in leagues before, but those leagues were the bare minimum. So us as admins, we can't force managers to do the extra work. I mean, that's something they're going to have to want to do on their own. There is an incentive, as in you get rewards we make cards for you for team of the week. That's why you put in the stats. But then as a manager, having stats in front of you changes everything. In my mind, I use those to pick lineups, Jigga. I'll go back and look at the stats I put in from last week, and that'll help me decide my lineups for next week. Now, sure, we tell you the incentive is, it's for team of the week, but really it's supposed to be trying to make you be a better manager. Having all these stats in front of you.
It not only tells you as a manager who is performing within your team, it helps you to improve on areas where ball retention, how many shots are being taken per game, so you have an idea of
even the one that doesn't really. There's one stat on there that really has nothing to do with team of the week. Can you guess which one it is? It's solely for the managers to look at, and that's why you keep track. It's passes completed. I've never once had passes completed come into my decision to make a team of the week. Yet I use that a lot to see where the ball's going, what I need to tell them. So I look over here, my left center mid and my left wing, I have too many passes as compared to the right. And I use that as an example because everybody knows Portland has had a tendency to play to the left for a long time now. Which is why when Lavish did go out on loan, not to just change subject all of a sudden, but when Lavish did go out on loan, I wasn't too upset because I thought, okay, well, here's my chance to finally get some balance to the squad. Because we were only left. So now I can look at my passes completed stats right in front of me and determine if I'm actually achieving that goal or if I need to keep telling them to do that. So that's just one example of what we're talking about, the things you need to do as a manager. And you always encourage them to make their social media. And what do you say? You say it's because you want a history of your club. You're not doing social media to make $1 million. You're doing it to have a legacy, to have a history.
Which is right. Like I look at it now, we're 15 days away from the new FIFA 22. Once FIFA 22 comes out, nobody will be paying attention to FIFA 21 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had your highlights from FIFA 21 posted on some social media platform, you could always go back and say, look, this is what I was doing back in FIFA 21. I understand it, and this is the type of player I was. This is the role that I played for my team. I had this amount of assists. You could actually count your goals and your assists, your tackles that you have made over the season. If you're
There's no limit to how much you can do.
Which is right, and I saw JA Raptors made a post in the Discord today. Post sending out their social media platforms, and they're on Twitter, Facebook, and all over. And I do like the work that the guys over there at Raptors are doing, and they're doing some really good work. P Blocks, building a really good.
He just okay. So you remember going back to the P Blacks interview? I think it was podcast number 3.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking at that point about how he had maybe about 40 guys in the camp, and then that kind of dwindled down because remember Invaders, and ChemFC kind of came out of that and took some of the P Black principles. Where we found out he was a really strict manager. That was one of the talking points of that podcast. He's now reloaded again. He's got his academy team. He just applied yesterday to put the academy team in D2 of LNPL.
And that's good. And as we talk about the Division 2, let me look at the tables of what's going on in the division. So this is Division 1. And we have Real Orlando leading the Division 1. Let me put this on simple because I know that detail, which shows a bit too much information.
All right, let me grab a beer real quick. Yeah, Orlando took a 1-point lead. They had a perfect 3 wins out of 3, and then they played Torture Squad the last match. And I do have the highlights of this 3-3 draw. So if you remember coming into this week, Orlando was tied with X-Cult. And now you see that they're only 1 point ahead. So that means X-Cult, who also went a perfect 3 points out of 3 in the first 3 matches. Or wait, no. It might not have been in that order, but they lost a match. And it was... Well, I just made the highlight video, too. So both teams dropped points last week, but Orlando only dropped 2 instead of the 3 from X-Cult.
So as it is now, there is 10 games left in the Division 1 of the LMPL. 10 games. I miscounted today when I said it was 12. I don't know where I got 12 from. But there's 10 games left in the Division 1. Real Orlando is leading by a point and a 6-goal advantage. X-Cult is just behind, as I said, trailing by a point with a 6-goal differential to make up. And then we have the third place team, that's what,
Eruption.
Resulted by 11 points. Wow, look at that gap right there. That's a big gap. Eruption has to make up if they're going to try to push.
It really is almost a 2-team race, and Orlando and X-Cult play. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday, but it's for sure this weekend. It's the first match.
So it's that's going to be a crucial game.
Still 10 matches left, but almost a title match.
Coming this weekend, where first place plays second place, the first game of this weekend on Saturday. So it could be that if Orlando wins this, then they go to lead by 4 points. If X-Cult wins it, then they will take the lead by 2 points, and then the race will get even more intense.
All right, that's a great match right there.
With 10 games to go, and this season, for this particular LMPL season, I am seeing that there is no easy teams in this league. There's no easy team.
True. And we kind of thought that before the season started. But it's
There's no
definitely turning out to be true.
most of these teams that are currently in the division one as probably won the All-Star CONCACAF at some point in stage. Um, they are teams that have been tested. They know what it takes to be champions. They know what it takes to win.
And even if the teams aren't familiar with each other, there's players that we've all become such veterans of the leagues now. There's players and teams we all know, and we thought it was going to be deep, man, and it really is.
The surprise for me this time around is to see that Vikings is at the foot of the table.
Well, that's not a surprise to me at all. You remember what happened?
Well,
for starters, they lost their entire starting back line from last season. I mean, name me a team in real life that can lose their entire starting back line and just reload like nothing ever happened. We're talking about 3 of those were on multiple Team of the Weeks. 3 of those all were Team of the Week backline members. So you can't just go immediately find a Team of the Week caliber defense and have the chemistry. Because defense, a lot of defense is about chemistry. So it's not a surprise at all. Can you look at the stats? Or I can bring it up bigger on mine. What is their how many goals have they given up?
Oh,
so
how many goals
53. It was 53.
So they have conceded 53 goals.
Which is on pace for Old Harbor levels.
And they have only scored 21. So they have the worst goal difference in the league as it is now with a minus 32. Redemption season is second from the foot of the table right now. But something amazing happened, and I just saw this.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
It was pretty crazy.
While I was going through the Discord when I saw that Redemption season actually won the All-Star CONCACAF for the first time.
Yes, sir. That was last night.
And that was last night. This was the 139th or 38th tournament.
And they've had to have been in how many? About 100? No joke?
No joke. Hands down, I would say they have probably been in 100.
Very minimum 80.
I would put it at minimum 100, maximum 120.
They actually skipped tonight, Jigga.
Really?
They finally fucking won it, bro. They're like, oh my god, we can finally take an effing night off.
Oh
that
my
was
god,
the first time in forever I haven't seen them enter.
Johnny
Guzum,
Mark Shields, X Button,
Gavez,
for all of those guys over there at Redemption season, man, salute.
We've been working really hard.
Bro, I am doing this on the podcast. I'm not even making a post in the Discord. I'm doing this on the podcast, so you could always be here, man. Congratulations. You're finally won.
Yeah. Big congrats. There was Jigga. You know why I really respect these guys? Not only do they fight hard and they enter every day till they win it, so then they can finally take a break. That's the best part to me. They were legitimately fighting so hard to finally win it. And guess what happened about, 2 months ago? Not every time they've been redemption season. There was like a month and a half span where it was PCSL Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the exact same team. They just had a different name in the tournament. They made it to the finals. That particular night, the team that was playing them in the finals quit before the finals started. So they could have just taken the paper title.
Mm-hmm.
But they said, no, we want to play someone. So I went and asked and see if I could get one of the semifinalists to see if everybody had left, and it happened to be Cobra Kai still had their players on. They joined, and they ended up beating PCL Liverpool, which is redemption season. And I felt so bad for them because they could have just taken the title. But, after all that, they didn't just want to win the title without playing the finals.
And I am just as excited as the guys over there at Redemption. Believe me. I am exclusive carried them. He said he carried them.
Recently released from Invaders exclusive, who's had multiple Team of the Weeks this year.
And there's something that probably you, Kyle, I don't know if you have said it, but I have won the All-Star CONCACAF tournament for the first time.
When was that?
Remember, I was actually on the show. You were having the podcast.
Oh night. Yeah.
That was the first time I'm winning the All-Star CONCACAF. The first time, only time that I won it.
Damn, because you never won it with Gunners, never with Campton.
I've never won it with Gunners. Never won.
You're never in it with Portland.
Never made it. Never entered with Portland. I have made it to a few semifinals. I have made it to a few finals.
Yeah, and if we didn't say it, Redemption beat Orlando in the finals. It's not. They actually got. See, they didn't even want to take the paper champion. Now they get one of the best teams in the tournament. Third most title wins of all time, Real Orlando to beat. And they did it in style and penalty kick shootout.
That was ridiculous, man. That was ridiculous. When I saw it, I'm gonna need
it. You could pull that highlight up if you want, because I think I made it today on All-Star CONCACAF. I mean, definitely, Redemption deserves their time in the spotlight. They go about everything the right way. Now, I wish they would enter their stats a little more and create a Twitter, but they're still going about it the right way. All right, yeah. Exclusive saying he's on the free agent market for next season. He was on multiple Team of the Weeks.
So it was an epic tournament. So it was tournament 138 between Real Orlando and Redemption season. Orlando scored at the beginning and Redemption scored at the end to send it to extra time. It would have been decided. It would be decided on PK Redemption season 1. So I'm gonna take this back from the front.
First ever title. It's at least 100 times they've tried. So that's Orlando in the Orlando Pirate jersey. In about the 4th minute they score. Maybe the 5th. Yeah. Of course, a corner with Orlando. You know that. You know that.
That looks to be X-Star, one of the center backs.
And then fast forward to the 84th minute.
It was 1-0 all the way up until the 84th minute of the game when ball played.
That was the key right there.
Ooh.
That was the key right there. That long 1-2. How many times have we tried to implement that on our teams?
Oh my days.
A 1-2 doesn't necessarily have to be with people that are close. They did a long ball 1-2. And it completely killed it. So here's right at the end of the Sarge with a chance. Did you see that? At the very end of regulation. And then Delhi hit the post in the extra time. So then we went to a shootout. A miss there. But not too much longer. It's equaled. And we had ourselves a shootout. I think this is the one. Oh, now we're tied again. Sarge buries that one. That was unstoppable. What a shot there, too. Poor man read it right. And then this was the one. Delhi was upset. He hit the post earlier, and I think that was him that skied it. He was real upset about that. So here it is. With the first ever title on the line, Redemption season gets it.
Yo, what's up?
What up?
Yeah,
you got like some feedback on your mic.
Yeah, some feedback on your microphone, Lamar. Sound like you're on the streets, bro.
I'm at the train station. I'm heading to work. But you guys still hearing me otherwise, right?
We're hearing you, but we're getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah. What are you, outside in New York streets?
Yeah, I'm outside. I wanted to talk about Redemption.
Redemption, yeah. We can hear you.
Before this stop.
Just speak a little bit louder.
All right, so Johnny, honestly, bro, your team. I think you're a team, and you're a team, a new project. it's a two-team in All-Star Conference tournament that I really like because you guys is working together as a team to build something good together. And you guys put in dedication to work.
Freaking trains going by, bro.
Can't hear you, bro.
All right, I hear
Wait
you.
until I get to work then.
I hear you
Wait until
now.
I
I
get to
hear
work.
you now.
Oh, we're hearing you now.
Oh, wait, did you hear me before?
No, we couldn't hear you before.
Yeah, I was saying that to Johnny, like your team has really been one of the team that I really look to whenever like I'm saying, okay, should All Star host a tournament tonight? Should All Star not host a tournament tonight? Because I know when it comes to the tournament, it's just more than just playing and winning the title. It's just like building a bond and building a strong team together. And you guys identify what All Star is all about. You know, you want new project
True.
because you guys literally like put in the work day off, day on to make sure that your team could like, you know, be highlighted, be recognized by great teams with that came in and out of All Star. You know, and
True.
Not to cut to them or not to cut to them off. But remember, we were having a discussion the other day that we were going to give the manager 4 redemption season a prize, but he has gone and won the tournament, so I guess we can't give him the prize anymore.
Oh no, it was gonna be most. Does that no? One day, Pro 5 asked me if I can go through and count how many times people have entered ever in the tournament. You know what my response to him was? I said, "LOL, no, F off." If you think I'm gonna do that much work,
we were actually saying
though.
we were going to give redemption season the manager for redemption season a copy of FIFA 22 for his
probably
work.
just entering the tournament the most
for entering the tournament so many times and never winning it, but now we have to probably change that quotation on it because he has won the title. No,
true. I am kind of curious. So one of these, sometimes I have insomnia, you know. If I'm ever up at like 4 a.m, I can't sleep, I'll go through and start counting all the entries. Because I'm curious myself, and then we could even make ratios about it. And I'm pretty sure Portland and Redemption Season have some of the worst win ratios. Sadly.
No. Like when it comes to the win and lose ratio, I know for sure it is Old Arbor have the worst. Old Arbor.
Maybe for every game they've ever played, but I'm talking about times entered the tournament versus times won.
Okay. But
the whole title.
The string
because Old Harbor's probably only been in about 30 tournaments, 40 at the most. Jigga, if you could pull up if you're still on that page, Bring Us really wants to see the Gorillas versus Ventures. I think it was the very next one. So the one that we watched, the 5-0, that was Alpha 11. That was kind of historic. I'm glad you showed that one. Alpha 11's now only 2 behind Republic FC's title count. Republic has 15 and Alpha has 13 now, and they're both in the tournament tonight, as well as the number 3 of all time. So this is Gorillas going for their 2nd title in a row. They're in blue here, just scored, and they're playing Mo's team, Ventures. This was a special Saturday tournament. And I just remembered I forgot to start putting in scores. So I'm going to do that real quick.
So for people in the community who don't know that, the All-Star CONCACAF do host tournaments on Saturdays. However, the time for the tournament on Saturdays is a little bit earlier than the regular time that they do.
And it's not always there either.
And it's not always
because
always there.
All of us are admins in leagues that happen that night, so it is a little tough for us to run weekend tournaments.
So I think there is it is a time sensitive tournament on Saturday. Why I say time sensitive? If there is a case where they do get 8 teams by a certain time of the day, then a tournament can be held early before the start of the the weekend, the official weekend leagues. And some persons tend to use it as warm up going into those leagues. And we do encourage it. So the more teams we do get, the earlier
It is a good warm up.
we would have to start.
I just can't get my team to get on that early before leagues because we would have to start at like 3 hours before the league starts to give enough time.
Oh, the 117th minute, 118th minute. It was 2-1.
Yeah, that I was hearing about this. I was wishing Bringos was in warm-ups, but he was over there playing as goalie. And I was getting like live commentary from him about the game. And of course, that's Mo's team.
So when did it go 2-2?
He was playing against.
The keeper gave it away. Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, and he saved the penalty.
Against Mo, I think. At the death.
Well, you would have had it there, bro. You would have had it there. Let me quickly go over to the as I said before, this is not a official podcast as it is on a Wednesday, so it might be a little shorter tonight because I think I actually have I didn't know that I have some games to play. I committed myself to something I didn't remember, but I have too much on my table, too much on my plate, a little bit too much on my plate right now, bro. I committed myself to some midnight games with some of the lads. So I would have to go. So we are at 11:15 now. We definitely have to go at 12. Go over there. So, but while I was talking about the Division 1 in LMPL today, somebody saying that the Division 2 over there at LMPL does not get any love. And when I looked at the table, I was like, this is really interesting to see that. And this is why I wanted especially Big Scope. I wanted him to be on the show tonight because he had said something to me about 868 Foot Elite. I think that they replaced a team.
They did
in the season.
Can you imagine how good if you look on the same standings? 868 Athletico Committee or Country. I don't know what that CMTY stands for, but they were all one super team, bro. Can you imagine how big that lead would have been? They were a super team. We needed one more replacement team because, as we told you, teams backed out even before the season started, and that hurt the super team because it was two teams coming together to be one, and they were going to go under the Athletico banner.
Oh, so 868 Foot Elite is actually a split from 868 Atletico.
They were two established teams, but they were going to form a super team.
Oh, got you.
Under the Athletico banner. So not even a new name.
Seeing that Foot Elite came in a few weeks after the league had started and to be leading the league by 10 points right now. First two teams, I think it's the first two teams that gets automatic promotion, and then it's from 3 to 6 goes to the playoff for the third spot.
Yep, so they got 6 games left this weekend, then they play Saturday to finish the league, and then that Sunday, the very next day, is a one-leg semi and a one-leg final to get the third promotion spot.
So you cannot
which I'm definitely excited about.
You cannot be relegated from Division 2, but you can be promoted. From Division 1, you can be relegated from Division 1. So Chevrolet is just a point away from the automatic promotion spot. And let me see their games on the weekend. So their games on the weekend is
they play for the Elite.
Is True Bloods, and they play they would play the league champions. I was looking to see if they play Indomitable.
The final 2 matches are teams that left.
Oh wow! So that's 6 points for them right there. This is the Division Two looks like it's going to be coming down to the last game.
What's the difference between 8 and 6? Because 6 is the magical number to get into the playoffs.
So it's 6 points
6 points with 6 games left.
with 6 games left.
So anybody that's still active in the league, because there's 8 left, like I said earlier, any single one of any of these 8 can get promoted
Wow,
at this point with 6 games left.
this seems to be very interesting. This is going to be a very interesting.
Yeah,
And
like it's
this
unfortunate. Like we had so many people leave, but there is once if you want to go back to talking about the depth in D1,
Mhm.
D2's just has just as much depth, for real. Before we go back to D1 talk, I do have first place versus second place in D2 played, and I made a highlight video on the LMPL. So this last week in Indomitables and Foot Elite, this was like the last chance stand for Indomitables to ever catch Foot Elite because they played each other. And special shout out to the Indomitables manager, Danger Mouse. Have you ever talked to him before on Discord or anywhere? One of the coolest guys I've met. He wanted to actually donate to the league and the tournament to cover any costs we might have to incur. So this is Foot Elite in orange. Big goal there. So they scored at the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half. Looks like they were just going to roll over him again. How unfortunate was that one?
Ooh, unlucky there, boy.
But look at this. Indomitables get back into it with 15 minutes left. But just the Foot Elite is just too good, man. I've played them before in the league called CVSL.
Mhm.
I called at that point, like of course it could have been different players. At that point, I called them set piece gods. From the couple matches I played against them, Foot Elite had some of the best set piece plays I've ever seen. So I knew this was like a real team, like a legit team, which is crazy that they're about to form a super team with someone else. So this is okay. This is Portland. This was the friendly wager between Abringus. So when Abringus Abringus was the original manager of Nomads, and then Stoner took over Nomads. So they had a friendly $10 wager on this match here, Portland versus. We had it. So we, as you saw, we had the goal. Did you see? Can you rewind a little bit and show the audience this? What did we always preach? Just kill the game off. Just kill the game off. So we worked hard. 76th minute, we get a goal after a goalie mistake and then like 3 rebounds, and we still got it. Who cares how you get it? We got it. Now we're just trying to kill off the freaking ball game. Look at the time, Jigga. About 30 seconds left out of the minute. Now it's at about 1 minute out of the minute. All you got to do is kick it out of bounds and look what happened. And you know what's going to happen as soon as you do that kind of fuckery.
Yep.
You know it's going to be tied up.
Ooh.
So Stoner, Nomad's current manager, did not have to pay the $10 to the former Nomad's manager, now Portland player Abringus. He definitely wanted me to show that one. And that was the last kick of the game. All my player had to do was kick the ball out of bounds at that point, Jigga. And the game's over. That's literally all we had to do.
And this is why we play the game, man. This is why we do play the game.
We yelled at him a lot, and I felt a little bit bad about it afterwards because he was pretty like, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'll try and be better or whatever." But I mean, I get flashbacks, bro, because of course Portland bottled it on the final day, 2 times in a row for the CVPL title. But we all know leagues aren't necessarily lost on the final day. There's point in times throughout the season, and I can go back and point out when that has happened to me before in those bottled title seasons to either lose 2 or 3 points. Either way, that's a lot of points. And for when you bottle it on the final day, those 2 or 3 points that you could have already had in the bag are valuable.
See, I have had too many sleepless nights in this league, too many disappointments in this league. This is why I am staying away from managing a team. I've actually purchased FIFA 22 already. I've had it,
Mhm.
it's on pre-ordered. Um, so
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
I
We
will
got
be
about
here
15 days.
15 days. I will be here for FIFA 22. In relation to what I do, I'm definitely not going to be a manager. That's for one. Secondly, I am definitely not going to be an admin.
Mm.
I just want to play. Um, I must say thanks to the guys over there at Real Orlando and the manager Nicky B. Um, yeah, I might not turn out to training as often as I used to, because of work and life and life activities. If it was some other people, they probably keep me out of the club already saying that I'm not turning up for training and I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. I do turn up when I can't turn up. I don't play
Hmm.
as much games as I would want to, and I don't have a problem with that anymore. I am not. It's not like when I just started out a few seasons ago and I wanted to play every game and I want to be in every single match. It's
But you're
getting
also a rational man. If you don't, they play tournaments every night. You're not always there.
right, and when I do get some games in the tournament, I appreciate the games that I do get in the tournament, and I do get to play. I show my work and I show what I'm about. And the squad over there is big. There are a lot of players in the position that I play, and players that are even better than me, I must say. And as I said, it's a learning experience. It's a learning curve for me. I am just soaking in. As I told Dawan Profile when he was sent here a few seasons ago. But for some reason, this guy don't listen. I said, you're going to go to Orlando, you're going to be a sponge, but not SpongeBob. You're going to be a sponge. Just soak up the instructions that are given. Shut your mouth, listen, follow.
Mm.
These teams are some. I said the same thing to him
Yeah, he went
when
from there to I think he has 10 assists this season in Olympia for Ventures.
and I must say congrats to him that he's actually doing well now, doing really well now. I said the same thing to him when you decided to take him at Portland, and I said
Hmm.
to him, said Kyle is a really good manager, and Kyle has a good team of persons around him. You might not like what the persons are saying.
Now, see, he couldn't. He was done with it in about 2 or 3 weeks
Yeah,
because it
and I
was
said,
too intense. Like we don't put up with any BS. If you waste 1 minute of my time playing a joke ball game, then I'd rather just be in the drop in.
every game at Portland, from what I can recall, every game at Portland is serious. It doesn't matter if it's two people on the field or 20. Every single game counts. Every single game counts. That's how I know
I don't care
Portland
if
has
you're
always
trying
been.
hard and you don't score the goal, but if you waste 1 minute of my time, then I have a problem with you.
So, and I told him same thing. I said, go over there, man. Try to
And not
learn
that he was
something.
doing that kind of stuff, but you are gonna get yelled at for one missed pass.
Yes.
It's just pure facts. One missed pass, you're gonna get yelled at.
And it's like,
Wagwan.
what's
Pull
up,
up.
Mo? Here,
So like
here.
Mo could handle it, and that's not why he left Portland. But
Yo,
not
can
it's
you guys
not
hear
for
me?
everybody. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I see you
Yeah,
too.
bro. My bad.
What up?
Yeah. I just got to work, bro. Yeah, so back
Oh,
to what I
nice
was
one.
saying about where you guys at? What you guys
You
were
you
talking
can
about?
you can talk about redemption again because they deserve some credit.
Sure. We're
Okay,
actually at
yeah, so
Pro 5.
We are actually just talking about you.
okay, that's good.
Well, it started with
I
it
have
started with he. We were talking about Orlando and Jigga being on Orlando, soaking up like a sponge, and he went back to. He told you to just keep your mouth shut, go to Orlando, and soak up like a sponge the things that are said.
hmm
And now look
yeah.
at you. You're like got 10, 11, 12 assists, whatever it is, in LMPL this season.
Team of the week in LMPL, man. So obviously, I did learn something by going to Orlando and Portland.
No, I did. I actually did. One of the two persons that showed me a lot was Nicky B. Three matter of fact. Nicky B, Curry,
Mm.
what you call, and what's his name?
Rico,
I forgot his name. Rico, yeah.
Rico.
Because
Yeah,
at one point,
Rico's a good
I was playing
manager.
center back with Rico.
I'll be right back, bro.
I was playing
Mm.
center back with Rico. I was playing center back
Rico's
with
a
Rico,
great
and
manager.
you know, he was teaching me tips and stuff how to be a center back. But at that time there was like too many center back there, so I never really like getting a chance to learn it fully. Then and then Corey and Nicky B was teaching me like basically how to play camera roll and how to do certain stuff as a cameraman. And the 2 months or 2.5 months that I was there for, I did learn a lot, and I could say that's one of the main reasons why my cam game has been improving because of what they teach me. And when I saw my stats, I text Nicky. I was like, "Yo, tell Curry I say thank you for all the work he did." And Nicky be and Nicky be laugh and say, "Okay, you would tell him." So it's like I gotta give respect where respect is due because like
True,
you
true.
know Curry has been one of the top cam in the league for so many seasons. So I mean, if he teaches me something and I get to be one of the top cam in the league, I gotta show respect where respect is due. So that's what I did. I tell him thank you, and I really appreciate it. So that's where it come from. And then on the other hand, Mo, Mo is a great striker too. And then now we got B Hooper in this squad. You know, that's amazing. So once the team just keep on working, I got no doubt that we can at least finish top four and just hope that someone in the top four that's already ahead of us just lose games.
You're actually, yeah,
I'm not. I doubt it's gonna.
Ventures is
Let's do
actually fourth place
semis and
right now.
finals, bro.
You're only a point away from
I
eruption.
know. I know, but what I'm trying to say, if you guys keep winning, there's no hope for us. So like someone needs to beat you guys to give us hope. That's
That's
all.
it.
That's all I'm
Uh,
saying.
and to be honest, I'm not even gonna say anything, man. Like, let's just see how the rest of the league goes, right? I wish everybody could have a good season and 10 games left to go and 6 games in Division Two left to go. Um,
Yeah.
FIFA 2021 is coming to an end. Just go out there and do your best. That's all I have to say. Just go out there and
Honestly,
do your best. Don't do more
honestly,
than
Oh yeah,
what you can do.
we don't know what we don't know what 22 is gonna bring.
Um,
All of a
I,
sudden,
honestly,
without
this.
me adding anybody, Portland could be top 3 again, because we don't know how the meta of the
No, they
game, the
can't.
passing might be better. No, I'm
no.
serious because Portland plays this possession style that doesn't
All
really
right,
work for
all
21.
right. So I had the opportunity of playing the beta for FIFA 22, and
And I did think the passing was better. Do you agree?
the passing is better. But one of the things that has been haunting me for the past couple of weeks is,
You pass to someone, but it goes to a different guy that you didn't want it to go to.
bro, I'm not even worried about that. What I'm worried about is that in FIFA 19, the skill tree, well, in FIFA 20, the skill tree was different from FIFA 21. And now what happened in FIFA 20 was that we had a skill tree, and in FIFA 21, they just added a few more stuff to it. Now, in FIFA 22, they totally reworked the entire skill tree,
Mm-hmm.
and the addition of perks that are now in the game, it is going to make the game about
Oh, the
different,
perks look amazing.
a different feel to it. So now the thing is
Well,
adaptability.
you can literally customize your player like you want. The perk I saw right away that was for me, I knew exactly it was the one I was going to get first. Last defender. If you are the last defender, your defense stats go up. I'm
Yeah.
freaking. My tactics as a team is I am always the last defender. It's perfect for me, and other people can have these kind of things.
The-
Like
um,
that's me and you when I play CB with you, Kyle.
what,
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
got a tall build.
So the
Yeah,
perk,
okay.
You know I'm gonna have that perk, but there's
it,
offensive perks too.
even the goalkeeper has perks. So what we're looking at now for the first time in FIFA is that people are actually going to have to sit down and actually build the player to suit their play
It's
style and not necessarily go on YouTube like
it's
everybody
even
does.
worse than you think, Jigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm about to say?
Mm-hmm. What's that?
What's a bigger deal than the perks when it comes to what you just said?
The meta, the 5'4", 5'3" right back wing everywhere on the field.
Women.
Oh my god,
The
bro! I'm not even,
women
bro,
the women are
bro.
more agile and quicker than the men.
Oh, oh.
It brings
That's
a
what I'm
whole new
rocking. You heard?
level to you remember thinking that the men looked fat?
Mm-hmm.
That's because they had to make up for the fact that they actually made the women like really scrawny.
Mm.
So there's actually
Bro,
going
I
to
would
be
never create a female bill, bro.
and
No, no, no,
it's
no,
gonna
no,
it's
no.
That's a
gonna bring
lie.
into this thing. Are
But
some leagues gonna ban women players because they're too agile? Like
but
it opens up a whole new avenue here.
no. Let me touch on what Kyle just said. One, first of all, banning female players, banning female pros are players that use female players. They in every Discord that you go into, and let me pull up a Discord here. Let me pull up.
And no offense to the women out there,
Let
I'm
me
not
pull up.
saying
Let me pull up the
women
CBPL.
should be in the kitchen. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like it's literally a different like feel to the build. It's literally smaller.
No,
They made
no.
the men look fat, like compared.
Understood. And if it gets to a point where the admins from the leagues are going to ban the use of the female pros, then the admins are subjecting themselves to a really harsh backlash where they could be cited as saying that they're sexist
Mm-hmm.
and they're prejudiced towards females. So that's something that the admins are going to have to look at and look at very closely. Um, Now, they are going to say that people are now going to have to prove that they're actually a male and they're actually a female and whatever. A person can, or a male can just say, I don't have a microphone, so I can't talk.
The whole thing's a slippery slope.
And if you're going to say that the female
That's
pros,
that's
the
just
fe- the female pros are more agile than the male
No, sir.
pros, then then everybody's going to be using female pros.
yeah. No, I could totally see every star striker being a 5'4" female pro.
I'm
You know
gonna
what I'm
run it.
saying?
As long as he got good shooting, I'm fine.
This is gonna be-
That's what I'm saying, Jigga. It's a legit thing now, and we're gonna find out in about 15 days.
bro.
There's gonna be a female with waves.
Bro,
Gonna be
FIFA just
spinning.
open this thing for your whole for your big.
What
because-
they should have done, bro, is just added the females, but make them exactly the same as the men.
Yeah, but the first
Just-
the
The
first
only
thing,
thing that should have changed was the appearance.
bro, the first thing you're going to hear on a lot of people's stream is that I go full up the girl with a ball, with all of a ball, and that is a
Yeah.
and
Oh
that
yeah.
is put ball in our hole, ball in our hole, ball in our hole. You're going to hear that so many in FIFA 22, dog.
Well,
Oh,
it opened a whole new level of everything. But here we are, 15 days away. It's a real thing.
oh my god, man. I'm definitely gonna have to have two accounts this time around because I'm gonna have to have one account that is female and one account that is male because I'm going to have to compare and compare the growth.
But you don't want to ever be caught on your account with the female.
Nah, bro, nah.
Oh my gosh, this opens up so many new doors.
Well, so I asked a question here. The archetypes, um, bro. As I said before, the skill tree is it's something that you're going to have to sit down. You're going to have to sit down and you're going to have to like play with a few of the skill points, play with a few of the perks,
Yeah.
see what suits you, what is best for you. Like I can't tell you like right now as it is now, it's like you can't give a how FIFA is going to be set up. Is like you can't give another person your bill and say try this bill because it might not work for
I've
them.
let everybody in the world know my build. Nobody even wants to try it, and I'll probably just stick with the same build, bro. I'm probably not even gonna mess around with this stuff.
And
I got
like, I mean,
Slups every week. This Slups guy, I have no idea who Slups is. He yells at me about my fat 5'10", 198 build.
bro, and me personally, I prefer to have a 6 foot or anything over 6 foot CDM in the midfield. I feel like that's a beast playing
And it's
midfield.
center back for sure, but even taller.
My centre backs are always between 6 foot, 6'2", 6'4" is the highest I'll go. I like just a little bit of height with some pace. I have a centre back build that's on.
So that's the thing. We might be getting a ton of people like Rico, because like Rico is very, very intelligent when it comes to like the meta of the game, which is why he's a really good coach, and he even gives other people advice because he knows the meta of the game really, really well. I can see him having like a 6'7" female, skinny female 6'7" center back. It's going to be tall. It's going to get all the headers, and it's going to have the agility that he needs.
But
And
like,
this
no.
It's legit.
Let me say that in FIFA 19, I used a regular CDM build. In FIFA 21, I do use a CDM build, not a right wing back build, because I am. How should I say this? I am old fashioned. If I am CDM, I am a CDM. I am not going to use a right wing back or a right back to play CDM. Right? In FIFA 20, I had to change because the meta was right wing back, 5'4". Everybody had 99 pace, and CDM builds became obsolete.
CDMs were trash, but I still split the difference, Jacob, by using a 5'10", 198 right back at CDM. And I remember I only played right back build. I used the same right back build as a center back all of FIFA 20. Now, when FIFA 21 came out, offense was even better and more efficient. I had to at least go to a center back build, but I was still 5'10", 198. And I don't see anybody else out there in the community use that build. But what I say is I like to give the offensive players something different. Now, the reason Mo scores a lot of goals on me, he's not seeing anything different. He's seen me 2,000 games.
Yeah.
So Mo knows exactly how to score on my build. But my secret is by giving them something different to look at. You know what I mean? Because they're used to going up against the 6'6", 119. But FIFA 19 was great, bro. Remember the 6-foot striker builds you can use in FIFA 19?
Oh my god, man! FIFA 19 was
the 6-foot striker builds were insane, which in turn made like fullback really fun to play because you could play a lot of good defense and then cross that ball for like an assist every other game. At the very least, you get an assist to that 6-foot striker.
Yeah.
Just before we go, we got like about 15 minutes left in the show. I had some people that sent in some clips to
Oh, nice.
these were supposed to be showed on Monday. However, because of technical difficulties, we weren't able to show them. I just remember them, so let me quickly run through. This was sent in by oh my god, I mean PG8S Fine SQ.
No, that's the Alpha 11 manager.
So this is
Assistant
from Alpha.
manager.
Try to bring this up here.
These seem like co-managers to me.
I've never seen these clips before, so. Oh, that's a beautiful save right there, man. Who's that in goal?
Oh!
That was a beautiful save right there. Man.
replay that.
That was a beautiful, beautiful save.
Oh, Sarge was just talking about FIFA 19.
Oh wow, that's one of the greatest save I ever see.
That was insane.
So you remember that goal that I scored the other day? Oh, let me see that. Sarge, can you send Jigger that goal I scored the other day? That's a beautiful
Beautiful
That's
ball.
no,
Look at
that's
that.
Saba. Saba is here. I don't think
Nice.
Saba
Oh,
is here.
the ball after the long ball was even better. Was that an 8-3 scoreline? Oh no, 3-0. My bad. About to say. No, and then when you were shouting out good social medias, Alpha 11 has some of the best social medias out there.
So Samba did send me in some
X-Cult.
some clips. So this was Ventures 11 versus X Cloud. This
Which
one
Ventures
was
11 went a perfect 3-0, 11-0 aggregate up until the point they got to. Oh no, this isn't the same game then, because that one was 1-0 this last weekend. No, this is X-Cult's like Beast 9. It's kind of an associated Beast 9.
Oh, Prince Mo, you fucked it there, bro.
It was that was some great passing by Ventures before that, though.
M6. Salah, back to M6. There's a back to the JWB. Raheem, threw ball into Salah. They are back to JWB.
Two evenly well-matched teams.
He's looking for it. Oh, that's a nice goal. Good finish.
I think that was the most recent match just played.
That was a team play goal.
It finished 1-0. That was the only goal in the match.
Let me go back. Let me go back to this. Let me read this. The second says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
To the center back too.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And only once did they go over one touch. One guy took 2 touches.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful work. That's a well-drilled team right there.
So this is mixed gaming. They're playing against. Oh, is that Oscar? No way! Did Oscar just score somewhat of a bicycle kick? The best he could have accomplished. So Oscar has always been a Beast 9 guy, but he's been on Portland for CVPL and LMPL this all of FIFA 21. Jigga, Oscar was Dowie's direct replacement.
Oh.
So that's how long he was on Portland. You know what I'm talking about? But he was always with Beast 9 as well. And this is the first season he didn't play with Portland in the same league, because this is the first time that Beast 9 has been in the same league as Portland.
This is a penalty shootout with Mo, and Mo is gonna take a long.
Oh yeah, this is the one Abringus wanted you to see. Abringus saved it at the death against against Ventures.
Butchkin.
You already know Butchkin's not going to take it.
Butchkin gave it up to Mo.
Butchkin never takes penalties.
They was trying to give me the penalty, and I said no.
But Mo scored that exact penalty on Portland less than an hour.
Bro, that's what I was trying to say, Kyle. I was so pissed, bro.
So go to can you go to the LMPL Twitter? Why are you so pissed?
Because I'm saying, can you do the same exact penalty?
What am I looking for at LMPL?
Because Abringus wasn't my goalie.
Oh, okay.
Abringus was my left winger.
What am I looking for at LMPL?
Oh, pick up right where you left off. you left off on the Portland versus Nomads, so the next one is talking about Ventures.
Oh.
So what my post said was Ventures had the most active LMPL midseason transfer window we've probably ever seen. I'm pretty sure Mo released about 12 players and brought 12 more in. And in their first 3 games of the weekend, they went 11-0 with 3 wins. I mean, 11-0 in the aggregate, including, unfortunately, a 6-0 beating the Portland. My center back partner didn't warm up, and it was just me against. So who they added, that was B Hooper. B Hooper is the Alpha 11 striker, and Mo, for a lot of those Republic wins, title wins in the All-Star CONCACAF, was also their striker. So they had the 2 best strikers in All-Star CONCACAF history playing at the same time with me with a non-warmed up center back. And I was getting murdered. But they continued the good times, winning the next 2 matches.
But the best
As well.
game of the weekend was against Torture Squad. That was the sweetest game ever. Because we finally shut up Deva. You know, just Deva have not spoken for the whole week. So that was one of the best games.
No, Profile, as I was saying before, the toxicity and the drop word thing, we're trying to move away from it. If you're going to go at a player or go at a manager, try to go at him in a professional way, please.
Mm-hmm.
No, fuck that. Some people deserve it.
Yo, listen. So I said what I gotta say, and that's the way it's gonna end.
Let it stay right there.
But
we're still waiting for Team of the Week, right?
Oh damn, my team is gonna be mad at me. I haven't put in no stats this weekend for Ventures.
I must apologize to Jersey Eagles for not having your banner being rolled across the screen. However, next week we will be up and running again. The sponsors and everything will be labeled and everything. Streamlabs will be paid for by then. StreamYards, sorry, will be paid for by then. So the features that we normally have we'll get them back. I don't know what happened this time around. Bunny was there. I have a special account for Streamlabs, StreamYards, and the rest of expenses that I paid to bring certain things across to the community. And for some reason, I don't know why they didn't take the funds out at the allotted time.
So it left you in limbo.
Jigga, do you know?
I was crazy, and even my Streamlabs was actually the Streamlabs people gave me a month free for their mishap. I don't know what happened. It's a PayPal account, and everything should have came from the PayPal account. That money is in the PayPal account. So I don't know what's going on. As I say, I do appreciate the persons who from time to time drop money in the PayPal account. If you want to donate to the show, you can always click on the banner on the YouTube banner, and you'll see the PayPal info right there. The other day, I had persons even sending me $1. Everything counts. Every dollar do count. The PayPal account is tied to the Streamlabs, StreamYard, and the other features that we do. Hopefully, at some point, I will try to see if I can get enough money to probably sponsor one of the Discords and have the Discords get a different look and spruce it up a bit.
Yeah.
Or you see the profile.
Yeah. I was gonna say two things. Talking about I want to know. Do you know who Kingston City manager is? Do you know where that team came from?
Kingston City.
Yeah,
he's a friend of my player, Chavo, which is Gibson, on the Discord. Chavo, yes, is his PSN name, and he's a former player on Elite Nation. I don't know if you guys know this Gibson guy.
Okay, because they
Well, no,
wanna,
Elite Nation was D Pro Rasta at a point.
yeah, but he
You
wasn't
know,
there. He was not there when I was
you
there.
don't know Gibson,
I don't know who Gibson is. So
Chavo. You don't know him.
no, I don't know who that is. Maybe I do, but they might change the PSN. But
Hmm.
he's one of the newest manager that recently just signed up in also Concacaf. And speaking about Alpha and Republic, they are going to play each other right now in the semifinal, Kyle,
Hmm.
to see who goes to the final. So that's
If you want to leave your stream up, we could. Pro 5 and I can probably go another
Oh
45.
no. What I want you to do is I want you to have that have those on your channel. So
But
we
since
will,
we're already doing this one, we could do that tomorrow on ours. But I think you can leave your stream going while you shut off, and then
no,
Pro.
it won't work that way. Once I shut off, it will
I'm pretty sure it works
continue.
that way.
You sure?
Yeah. If it doesn't work that way, then I'll just go to mine.
Because the thing is, I want you to have the have it archived in one place. Just keep it in one place. So I was going to tell you to create a playlist.
But I do kind of want to talk a little bit about LMPL still,
Hmm.
and I know you want to leave.
Yeah, no, but I want you to create a playlist on your YouTube account.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And have all the finals in that one playlist. So whenever somebody click on the playlist, they can just go and see what's documented from the time we start to know.
oh,
True.
I see. I see what you're saying. Create an awesome Concacaf playlist.
Right, because for the podcast, I have a playlist. So when you click on the playlist, you can get from podcast 1 up until now.
Kyle,
It's saved like that.
Yeah.
Kyle, I'm gonna send you the All-Star Concacaf YouTube. I think it is the same email as Twitch, Kyle, as a Twitch email, right?
Okay.
That you have. I think so. I'm gonna double check, and I think it's also the same password. So I'm gonna double check. To make sure that you know.
So for persons watching, we're going to be moving over to Kyle's YouTube channel where they're going to take up, they're going to continue the rest of the show with the All-Star CONCACAF semifinals and finals that are going to be played.
But we will talk a little bit about.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I was never mad at you, JB. I was never.
No, I am coming to join you over there on that channel over there as soon as you get it up and running. We're just closing up here. I would just like to thank everyone that has took the time out to be a part of the podcast. And as I said before, expect big things to come in short order. I said before at the start of the show, I've given up certain roles to focus more on the podcast and being the podcast and bringing the news to the people. For the persons at the LMPL and CVPL admin that I have reached out to, manager of Vikings, I'm still going to reach out to you again. I still want to have you on the show someday, one day. Not today, maybe next week, maybe the other week, maybe the week after that, maybe next month, maybe the month after that, or sometime. I won't stop and I will continue to post until you guys ban me, kick me, or get rid of me. So, and no man, I'm just saying, bro. And as I said, and I told Kyle that
I'm asking, who are you trying to get in contact with?
I just want to speak with an admin from LMPL, CVPL, and a few managers that I was trying to get to. And I told Kyle, they think that I think that I was annoying as an admin. I am worse as a player. I am more because now I don't have to speak to you in an admin chat and keep it behind closed doors. I will speak to you in the public and everyone will see it. And that is more annoying and frustrating. So what do you prefer? You prefer Jigga being annoying and frustrating in public or being annoying and frustrating in the admin chats where no one sees it? So look out for that. I said before, man, I appreciate you. JB, man, all JWB, always a supporter of the show, man. I thank you for supporting us. Sarge is always here. Prince Mo is always here. Who else? Dadu came and passed show. Toxic JR as usual. Exclusive was here. Pretty Dumb Kick was here.
Greentown always tunes in at the beginning. Bring Us is always here.
Greentown was here. Chris Gunner was here. Bring Us was here. Simplicity was here. I hope
Slumps, who always makes fun of my build.
Slumps was here. Congrats again to Johnny Gozam and the team over there. Give us redemption season. I hope next season shall be a better season for you. You're in the relegation zone next. You're in the relegation zone.
They do have a match against Invaders.
Hold on. So, all right. So I don't
That
want to
might
start
be
this
able to get them out of
conversation.
there.
I don't want to start this conversation now, since we're gonna end it. But when we end it, Jigga, we're gonna start on the other channel.
All right, no problem, man.
So
I'll deal with
just
it. I'll
end
deal
it
with it
now.
shortly.
Yeah, just end it now so we could start.
There is one thing we forgot, and not to leave the podcast on a sad note.
Mm-hmm.
But special
don't mention it. Don't mention it.
Are you sure?
Don't mention it now. Yeah. Go. I want to mention that Jigga. You say you're gonna.
Because I know I'm pretty sure Jigga.
No. There's one thing that I left for the last part of the show, and the reason why I didn't do it at the first part of the show is because it might have set off the show on a sad note. Mm-hmm. So I am going to say it at the end of this show.
I thought. Hold on, Jigga. I thought the reason I was saying that because I was speaking to Biggs today, and me and Biggs were saying that we should just keep a separate show just for that occasion. So I'm asking you, do you want to do that? I just want to
we will do that for now. I am just going to say my condolences to Bono and his family who passed away. Bono was a member of the Gunners team, also a member of the Torture Squad
team. Yeah, and he is a good guy.
I for the short time, as I said to the guys, for the short time that I knew him, he was a good person, relaxed, calm and quiet. Never complained about a thing. Always at training, always willing to go wherever the manager puts him. Willing to work. It was sad for me when I heard the news that he passed away. Trying to reach out for persons in the community that do want to reach out or want to send a word. You can contact probably Big Scope or DJ Deva. Those guys will probably get the message across to the family. The same day I heard the news, I'm actually my player is actually the back on the back of my jersey is RIP man, and I will be wearing that for next season as well. Believe me, man, I didn't know Bono in real life, but for the time that I spent with him in those PlayStation parties, he felt like a brother. Believe me, really good person.
I only know Baba for only the seasons that I was at Gunners, and he was a really good player. He was the type of guy that even when the match is finished, we sit back in the party, talk for hours, talking about everything, running jokes, talking about favorite artists, talking about favorite team, talking about playing dominoes. He was a really good guy. They even have their own club at one time that called Party Shop, and that was my favorite type of conversation, Jigga, when it comes to like the name Party Shop. So Baba, we're gonna miss you. I want to say to your family, just stay strong. To your teammate, to your friends in the pro club community, stay strong, bro. We're gonna miss you. You was a good guy for real. And Party Shop is there around until forever.
You might see Party Shop. You might see Party Shop in the league next season.
In the next season, yeah. Hopefully we could do that, Jigga, just for him, just for his honors. Bring Party Shop into the league.
Yeah, so I'll be joining you guys over on your stream short right now.
All right.
So for persons here, please go over to Kyle's YouTube channel right now for the semifinals and the finals of the All-Star Cup.
Okay. All right.